First thing I'm gonna need you to do when we're done here is to like and share this video, because we want as many people to get this information as possible, because the vaginas are under attack. I think that this is happening now. It's like this thing. It's like the vagina steaming, and then we got the yoni eggs and yoni oils, and women are starting to say, okay. And I think this is just a natural evolution or progression of 2 generations now of women raised on fast food, hamburger helper, and using Dial soap, and also that taboo of not talking about their vaginas with their moms. Whereas culturally, that is not the way we would have taken care of our bodies. That's not the way that we would have approached our bodies as far as cleansing. So you guys know I'm all about detox and I'm all about cleansing and healing, but this conversation takes it to another level, because now we're going to be talking about specifically detoxing your vajayjay.
Yes.
I'm so happy to have you here with me today.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
This thing just happened all of a sudden where she has lovingly been one of my biggest supporters for Chef Ahki Detox Retreat. She has sponsored 2 detox retreats where the women were able to take her product and try her phenomenal product, the Goddess Detox Pearls.
Yes.
And when women, you should see their faces when women got the product in their gift bags, which they're going to always get from Chef Ahki. They're going to get some Goddess Detox Pearls as a part of their detox. We want for them to go ahead and insert their herbal vaginal pearls and start the 6 to 8 day period of detoxing their vagina. As a part of the detox, and we can't forget about the vagina, we don't think about all the stuff that we put up there.
Exactly.
I mean, we really don't think about this, ladies. Imagine 20, 30 years, you're putting in tampons with God knows what they use
and all that
to make that crap, right? Maxi pads, condoms, all kinds of condoms going up there, different products, dishes and soaps, and and who knows what the men are carrying.
Exactly.
It was they're inserting different sperm, whatever, okay, bodily fluids, all these things going up in your vagina over years and years, and what you're putting into your body that is also now becoming a part of your anatomy. So we want to make sure that we're cleansing and healing that vagina. So we're going to get deep into this conversation today with Miss Vanessa, because this product is like no other, and I really didn't know what to do with her. When I came across the product, the first thing I noticed was, okay, this is something else to put in my vagina. And everybody's on the yoni eggs and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's all right, that's okay. I'm sure maybe there's some benefits there. I'm gonna look into it. I've tried it at this point. I can't say I've had any particular experience with eggs personally. I'm not anti-egg. If you're having great experiences, please share them with me. I think I'll try them again as I'm going through this process of the vagina detox. But I just say that to say I thought, oh my God, this is something else to put in my vagina. But I was intrigued. And then I said, okay, what's going on? It's herbs. I'm with that. I love herbal dishes, and hip baths are wonderful. So I said, okay, let me look into this. And then immediately I was shocked because I started to see women giving this full disclosure of stories about what's happening to their vaginas once using her product.
Wow.
And I said, okay, hold up, what's going on here? And so I said, okay, hold on. I'm seeing images of women, videos of women showing pictures of stuff coming out of their vaginas through the detox pearls. So I thought, okay, this is more than just another product. This is a conversation piece that we need to have and understand. First of all, what the hell is coming out? That's number one. What is this stuff coming out of the vagina? Where is it coming from? And then, of course, is this something that can be used in tandem with fibroid elimination stuff. You know, you guys know I've been on fibroid elimination campaign, endometriosis, PCOS campaign. So whenever I can get wind of something that can also maybe help to unblock some of the mess that we've made in our wombs and begin the process of elimination, I'm all for it.
Yes.
So that's why I brought you here today to have this conversation. And she just happened to be in my hometown when she reached out to me, and we had just did detox retreat a week ago. And I was like, I've been toying over how can I get Vanessa in for maybe a remote interview, because I didn't think I'd be able to actually get her here. So Vanessa, tell me, how did you get started on the path to creating this product?
So I've actually tried this product before through a friend, word of mouth through a friend, and after hearing her results, I tried it myself, and I said, whoa, this seems amazing, and it's made with all natural herbs. I think more women should know about this. So that's when I began creating my own brand of the product. And so here we have the Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls. This is how they look. This is the box. And I wanted to create a product that was more than just a physical product, but also an emotional detoxing product, as well as a spiritually detoxing product. And so I call it a spiritual, emotional, and physical cleanse as well. And that's because I really believe as women we have an enormous amount of power. We have an enormous amount of power in our womb area that we are unaware of, or sometimes we just need guidance towards. And so I'm really big on the power of your word, of women speaking their words, speaking things into action, and of manifesting things into their life. And so in the instructions through our Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls, we talk about speaking your intention over the pearls, because you're going to actually insert them into your womb area. And your womb area is your uterus area, but it's a powerful energetic source. And so when you're speaking that intention into the pearl, which are herbs, that's going into your womb area, you're going to be manifesting and creating something as if you're giving birth to a child, right? That's kind of the idea. And so as women, I really believe we give so much of ourselves to the world, and we leave just about this much to ourselves. And so when it comes to the Goddess Vaginal Detox Cleanse, it's about detoxing all the worldly things out there, detoxing the past emotional, sexual abuse, trauma, things that you have kept into your life that may have been manifesting into fibroids, maybe manifesting into horrible, painful menstrual cycles, just manifesting through a lot of things, including lack of self-love, right? And I'm really big on self-love. I'm really big on women loving themselves. And I really say selfishly loving themselves. And so that's what we call the Goddess Vaginal Detox Cleanse self-love inspired product.
So back up, Vanessa.
Yes,
Hold on, back up. Because you're getting into some metaphysical stuff here. But I know that, which is amazing, and we'll certainly get into that. But before we get too deep into metaphysics, you know, just the physical component alone of this product, what is it, and why is it pulling things out of women's vaginas?
So it's a mixture of herbs composed together. Some of the herbs are Cenidium, Motherworth, Angelica, and a lot of these herbs are really beneficial for the womb area as a whole. Helps with strengthening your libido, as well as clearing up acne and detoxing toxins. And so when you have the mixture of herbs together and they're inserted into your vaginal area, it's using, I want to say, a forceful energy, a light, gentle energy to pull toxins from the body. And so, for example, if women notice that they have fibroids or cysts and they use our product, they're going to notice some light cramping, because that tissue that's actually being pulled out inside of your vagina. So that's one of the things that it's doing.
Wow, amazing. So it is normal that when you're using this product, because this is 6 to 8 days that you're using this, right?
Yes. So when you get the product, the first step is to unravel the pearl that you get. You're going to insert the first pearl for 24 hours, take it out. Then you're going to insert the next pearl for 48 hours, take it out, and now you're going to be waiting a period of 3 days for what I like to call the purging effect. Yeah, the purging effect, so purging. And so during that process, women are going to take a mirror or their front-facing camera phone, and they're going to look at your vagina. And that's super important, because as women, we don't even look at our vaginas like that. And so I want women, like I put in the instructions to look at your vagina, because it's super important to do that. And they're going to notice maybe some white yellow discharge coming out. Some women notice the vaginal dead skin cells, which is the #1 thing that comes out, vaginal dead skin cells. You're going to have blood clots for some women. You're going to have mucus for some women. You're going to have yeast for some women as well. Those are the main components that come out, but some other women have experienced other things come out. But it's just like women that have had painful cramping or horrible menstrual cycles, they will many times notice old blood clots come out. And I mean old blood that does not come out when their cycle is coming out.
Wow, exactly. Interesting. You know, this is really interesting because I've always been taught to, after your menstrual cycle, it's very important to either do a dish rinse, okay, and I know a lot of women no longer dish, but if not dishing, then you do what's called ablution, or you will go and take a bath, submerge, and kind of lean back, open up your womb, and let the water rush in and rush out to clean the vagina. So for me, for over 20 years now, that's kind of been my practice. Is that okay? And I've tried, you know, Sebi's herbal dish, and I love different. Queen Anne's, I think, has a herbal dish, Sweet Annie's or something. But and I dig that as well. But if nothing else, I'm gonna bathe at the end of my cycle. I'm gonna let the water sweep in, sweep everything, and I'm thinking, you know, at that point I'm good. But you're talking about dead skin cells in the vagina.
Yeah.
Where is that coming from? How is that possible? Why is no one talking about this?
I want to say no one's talking about it because it's not really a Western practice. It's more of an Eastern practice. And this product has actually been in the market for 8 years, but my personal practice has been in the market for 1.5 years. And so when it comes to women using herbs in the vagina, we've actually traditionally been using herbs in our vagina for a long, long time. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of putting garlic in your vagina for certain things. I know some women have used that, but we've actually been using herbs in our vaginas for a long time. But along the way, as women, we have somehow, I feel like in the Western society, have lost that practice, and we don't do it anymore. Now we hear about the yoni steams, and women are just now getting reintroduced into using their herbs into their vaginal area. So now, instead of a steam, we are directly using the herbs directly into our vagina. And when you think about the vagina, it absorbs anything that you put into it, right into the body, right into the bloodstream. And so when you're using this directly, those herbs are going all along your bloodstream and directly into your body. So it's first-hand contact, and that is why it's so powerful compared to like a yoni steam or something else.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Y'all hear that? Are you getting this? We're talking about these women for centuries have always used herbs in their vagina, and this is making a major comeback, which is great. It's all about cleaning the pussy. That is everything. We have to free the vagina and clean it up and get it right and get it tight, get it wet, get it nice. That this is so important. But even more important than that is the fertility.
Yes.
Have you had women say, I have maybe been infertile, or I've been dealing with endometriosis or some sort of, you know, reproductive disorder, and this has helped them?
Yes, I have had women say that. Currently, if you go onto the website at goddessdetox.org, under our product section, we do have two recent video reviews of 2 women who've actually gotten pregnant from using our Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls. One was not really necessarily infertile, but she wasn't trying at the time to get pregnant, but she happened to get pregnant. And one has been trying for around 10 years. And now she's pregnant, has a baby son, about 4 to 5 months now. And so her review was over time of using her first cleanse, of using her second cleanse, then boom, the announcement that she's pregnant. So we were really, really happy for her. Women who've had endometriosis have come on and talked about how painful and horrible sex was, as well as their menstrual cycles were. Now menstrual cycles are not that painful, now sex is bearable. And I'm sure with continued use, it's going to be more enjoyable. I've had a woman with PCOS, same thing. The menstrual cycles are super painful, has used our product. Now her cycles went down from 8 days to 4 days and are not as painful anymore. With bacterial vaginosis, I've had a woman who've used 3 to 4 of our cleanses, and now she hasn't had bacterial vaginosis in a year. I've had women, fibroids and cysts, not necessarily in terms of cure, because I do believe that when women have fibroids and cysts, I definitely believe it's a holistic thing going on. Yes, so there's your diet, there's your mentality, there's a lot of things that's going on. And so I never guarantee that my product is a cure. I say that it's helpful along your healing journey, whatever that may look like.
But add it to your regimen.
Exactly. So irregular painful menstrual cycles, we can get that back on track. If you want to detox your ex and you want to detox that spiritual energy out of you, we can do that as well. But it's just something, it's just a natural alternative. Yeah, we say detox your ex. So just a natural alternative. So I know many of you guys,
that's very real. I mean, women don't think about that, like, okay, I'm jumping from one partner to the next. But have I really, I read a comment from some celebrity blog, something that said that when you're switching partners, you need to get rid of the old bed.
Yes. Oh, wow. I heard of the lingerie and underwear. I never heard of the bed.
Get rid of the old bed, because the bed is carrying all of that sexual energy.
I can imagine that, though.
Or at least the mattress, right?
Yes.
So, and I would agree. I dig it. I'm into it. But this is going to, I mean, this is the real You know, this is talking about your actual physical reality. You've been sharing space with a partner. To me, whether it's protected or unprotected sex, you can only imagine the body fluids, all that energy, everything that they put into your body, whatever they're carrying. You want to detox that out and be new.
Exactly.
I mean, can you do? This is a 6 to 8 day cleanse. Am I right?
Yes.
So you're putting in the detox pearl for 24 hours. Taking it out and then adding another
48 hours.
For 48. And then
3 days of waiting.
So how long does it take to have sex?
So from the beginning to the end of the cleanse, we recommend to not have sex until day 8. So to day 8 and later. So let's say that you've gone through the whole detox process. It's day 6. You've purged. Everything's good. We say to recommend 2 days of waiting, only because you could actually be purging longer. It's only an estimated 6 days, but it can actually last longer. And I wouldn't want women to be having sex trying to push everything back up when everything's trying to come back out. So I say 8 days.
I get that. Yeah, I would wait. I think I waited like 10, 11, 12 days. Because I was like, hold on.
You just want to make sure.
Yeah, let me take them and do my, I don't know.
Exactly.
I want to talk a little bit more also about the metaphysical part. It seems to me that if you're waiting 10 days, almost 8 to 10 days to have sex with your partner, that during this time of detoxing your body, this is a wonderful time that you've said, I'm not having sex for 10 days. I can then also maybe start the process of cleansing in other ways, or really just also tuning into my vagina in other ways.
Exactly.
You know, if your vagina's been acting up, okay, maybe it's dry, maybe you're in pain, maybe you're dealing with bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections, which is huge.
Yeah,
I can't tell you how many emails I get about bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections.
A lot of us contributed to the IUDs and birth control, by the way.
Okay.
It's like, no.
Okay, this is what is going on with all the bacterial vaginosis right now? What is going on?
I will say that a lot of women, if you do have bacterial vaginosis, I definitely recommend getting on live probiotics. Many of us, if we're either having busy lifestyles, we're always eating out, doing different things, we're going to have an accumulation of bad bacteria in the vaginal area. And so when you have an accumulation of bad bacteria in the vagina, you're going to get BV.
So you guys, BV, if you're struggling with bacterial vaginosis, yeast infections, recurrent, which if you're going back and forth to the doctor's office getting, the different creams or formulas or antibiotic pills, you're probably going to keep having them. That is not the end-all be-all to this. You have options.
Exactly.
And I would definitely suggest you grab one of these Goddess Detox. I did it myself, you guys. This is a really interesting experience for me, to say the least. And I thought, I had a baby a year ago. Me and my husband, naturally we're having a my man, and he's vegan, I'm vegan. I haven't had a history of BV, so I feel like I'm good. I really don't need to do this. That's what I was thinking. And I was just like, well, I'm just gonna try it just so I can say I tried it. And the skin cells.
Yes.
It's almost like a snake shedding its skin. That's the only thing that I can say that I definitely experienced. And even that, I was like, whoa. But then it was like the following day, I was so wet. Like I was super moist down here.
Y'all hear that?
Hold on. Wet. No, I was like Rihanna in my house. Like, hold on, husband. Why don't you come check this out? It was on and popping.
Okay.
I was just say that. And I was, if that's something, especially my older sisters, if you're dealing with the vaginal dryness and things like that, of course there's other things that you can do. But it was like exceptionally like, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Yes, exactly.
So, that was my experience, and I'm gonna do it again. Because I'm just interested just to see, what is going on here. And just getting into some of the metaphysical stuff, what I heard when she talked about that period that you're waiting for your purge, and you're going through this process, to me, that is a time for you to be like, okay, hubby or boyfriend or whoever partner, this is my personal time.
Yes.
I'm going to speak nice things to my womb.
Yes.
And she does this wonderfully. You guys follow her on Instagram. She's always talking about affirming, talking to the womb,
yes.
being, the positive energy that you need to have, about the mentality you need to have about your womb.
Exactly.
Bringing back that love energy to your womb as you're going through the process and speaking those positive affirmations to the pearl as you're inserting. And I love that. But this just also telling yourself, this is my time. where this is no excess here, and I'm going to work on the healing process. And for me, I mean, that looks different for everybody. I think for me, I personally like to wax. But because I want to see what's going on.
That's fine.
Okay, and that's okay. And I'm exfoliate, coochie mask. I'm all about the same way you do your skin.
Exactly.
And you exfoliate and do your mask and all that. You can do all that to your vagina. Make it a ritual. Get your yoni egg, dance around to some reggae. You know, get everything swirling and good rose quartz up in there. Take your nice bath. You know, do your thing. This is your time, ladies, to get in tune and start to loving Yes. Again, I think we have a lot of negative.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Perceptions about our womb.
We do. Because it's just like, you know, I know a lot of women out there, they may have horrible, painful menstrual cycles. Every time the cycle comes on, it's like, oh, dang, it's the cycle again. Or, dang, how come I couldn't be born a man because they don't have menstrual cycles? But I tell women that they should be grateful that they were born a woman. Like, you have so much power within your body that you didn't even know. And when you start using that energy now, you're going to be able to manifest things in your life you didn't know you could. And so when we as women are looking at our menstrual cycles and we look into our menstrual cycles, we have to ask ourselves, why are we having horrible periods? When did it start? Some women, since they first started their period, it started off being horrible. But we need to get back into reconnecting with our womb area, our vaginal areas, and we need to see where did this start, because a lot of the things could be connected back into emotional things from when we were children that now we're adults and we're still dealing with.
Absolutely.
So it's really just about reconnecting women with having a relationship. Just like, let's say I'm looking at you in your eyes and I'm speaking to you, building a relationship, or I'm talking to my friend that maybe it wasn't my friend when I first met that person, but now because I started speaking to that person, getting to know that person, I've grown a connection with that person, and now we have a relationship. The same way we walk around with our womb areas, our vaginal areas every single day, but we ignore her, we don't say anything to her, or if we say something, it's like I said, dang, why did my period just start? Why am I in so much pain? And I've known women who legitimately cannot go anywhere out the house when their cycle starts because it's so bad. Exactly. And so I really honestly believe when we start reconnecting with our womb areas, speaking those nice words, as Chef Ahki said, looking at her, that's why I tell y'all when I say use the product, use the mirror, look at her, speak to her, use the affirmations towards her. I say I love you, I love my womb, I love my vagina is so sexy. I mean, really, just get into it and say whatever it is, because I'm telling you, she hears that. She understands how you're feeling, and when I promise you start speaking to her better, treating her better, you're going to feel different overall as a woman. And so it's just super important to grow that connection.
Okay, and making better choices about what you let up in there, how we got here in the first place.
That's true.
Okay,
that's true as
so
well.
if you guys are interested in just, I would suggest every woman watching today, hear me on this. I really suggest the same way that you approach whatever outfit for the weekend, your nails, your hair, your makeup, your skin, your this, your lash, all that thing. Go take a step back and just say, what have I done to service my womb? And go ahead and get your whole step your whole vaginal game up.
Yes.
Get your go chefahki.com. Go to chefahki.com today. Get yourself some honey pot wash full of coconut and rose water to wash your vagina.
The Irish moss.
Natural, okay? Irish moss is excellent. Y'all know I sell black moss on my website. Get you some moss. Wonderful for the vagina as well. Start eating better, and you can also find the herbal menstrual pads are on my site as well. Get rid of all those crazy pads that you have from Always and all that junk, Kotex or whatever, that's putting all those chemicals in your vagina. Make that change today. That stops today, okay? Go chefahki.com. Get those products, and go to goddessdetox.com and grab yourself some Goddess Pearls. Let's show them the box again.
This is the box, and it's goddessdetox.org.
There's 2 in this package.
Yes.
This is going to get you through your 8-day period for you to go ahead and detox that vagina. Get yourself some yoni oil. Get your coconut oil. The same way you moisturize yourself after shower. Moisturize your vagina, ladies.
With that coconut oil, get it popping.
The truth. Okay. And let's go ahead and get this together, because the brothers are emailing me and they're telling me to talk about this. And they said their vaginas ain't right.
I've had men order for their women, okay? So I'm telling you, if any brothers are watching, order for your woman. Surprise her.
Yes. Just give her a little pussy package.
Thank you.
You know, just a little gift bag. It could have the Goddess Detox Pearls, the honey pot wash.
Yes.
Okay, from gochefahki.com. Get her some yoni oil, you know what I'm saying? Get her little yoni and get that whole situation together, ladies. Come on now.